From across the endless dark, NASA's Voyager 1, silent for decades, returned a signal unlike any before. Not static. Not routine. But something strange. Faint, vast. A transmission that hinted at over 300 immense, slow-moving objects adrift in the abyss of interstellar space. No stars. No planets. Just cold, deliberate shapes gliding beyond the edge of the known. At first, the data passed quietly between antennas across observatories, reviewed, debated, dismissed, and reconsidered. But soon, it could not be ignored. Something ancient, something vast, was stirring far beyond the reach of the sun. These messengers, Voyager 1 and its twin, Voyager 2, were built in the 1970s, launched in 1977, and expected to operate for just a few years. But they endured. Powered by the slow decay of plutonium, they used the gravity of the giant planets to slingshot into deeper space, past Jupiter's storms, Saturn's icy rains, Uranus's tilted mystery, and Neptune's windswept blues. And they gave us more than data. They became time capsules. Symbols of human curiosity. Tiny witnesses carrying the dreams of a planet still learning to look upward. In 2013, Voyager 1 crossed the heliopause, the invisible boundary where our sun's influence fades and interstellar space begins. Voyager 2 followed in 2018. This edge, once imagined as a clean line, proved dynamic and unpredictable. One spacecraft surged through with a flood of data. The other slipped in with a quiet transition. Earth-based instruments like NASA's IBEX confirmed, the solar system's edge isn't a wall, it's a pulsing, living boundary. And beyond it, the void isn't silent. In 2023, Voyager 1 recorded a strange new signal, a rhythmic vibration, not background noise, but structured, regular. Something organized. Then came the anomaly. The spacecraft's communication became distorted. Not dead, but confused. Engineers traced it to an old, dormant system that had mysteriously reactivated. Against the odds, they restored clarity, breathing new life into decades-old code. And when Voyager spoke again, what it told us was more mysterious than ever. Those drifting forms. Hundreds of them. Still being tracked. Massive. Quiet. They don't behave like comets or asteroids. They don't orbit anything. They drift, slow, steady, deliberate. They emit no light, but they affect the interstellar medium. Some bend magnetic fields. Others pulse in strange waves. Voyager's instruments were never meant to detect such things, and yet, somehow, they do. Patterns emerge. Arcs, alignments. Symmetry. Not chaos, not randomness. As if these objects were placed with purpose. The Deep Space Network now listens with heightened urgency. Every signal from Voyager is analyzed. Some call these findings anomalies. Others whisper of ancient relics. Forgotten machines. Or evidence of a nature we've never imagined. Then, in May 2025, it happened. A new signal. Clear. Intentional. Not from Voyager itself, but through it. As if the spacecraft had become a passageway. A relay. The signal repeated, a precise pattern, deliberate and unfamiliar. No known celestial source matched it. It wasn't a glitch. It wasn't noise. It was a message. And Voyager 2? Though it followed a different path, it too began reporting odd data, space itself shifting slightly. Microscopic bends in spacetime. Not strong enough to move the probe, but measurable. Like something unseen was passing close, silent, enormous, and invisible. Together, these ancient craft, older than the internet, older than GPS, are now mapping not the edge of the solar system, but something else. A hidden boundary. A curtain behind which reality behaves differently. A place where light falters and time twists. Still on board, the golden records. Copper discs wrapped in gold, containing greetings in many languages, music, sounds of earth, waves, birds, a heartbeat. Images of life, science, DNA. A message to whoever, or whatever, might find them. Maybe no one will ever find them. Or maybe, they were never alone to begin with. Out past the final breath of the sun's warmth, where darkness is not just the absence of light but a presence of its own, Voyager drifts into realms untouched by any human hand. The stars, once fixed like pinholes in a dome, begin to twist. Familiar constellations contort into unfamiliar shapes. Orion leans forward. Cassiopeia turns her gaze. The map we once trusted begins to deform. Time does not behave here as it does near Earth. Seconds stretch. Distance folds. Gravity whispers in unfamiliar tones. Even the cosmic microwave background, once thought uniform, is tinged with faint irregularities. As if something beyond time had brushed across its fabric. And all the while, Voyager listens. Its plasma wave antenna, fragile and ancient, catches whispers that no modern instrument can explain. Low pulses echo in its memory, steady, slow, almost like breathing. But from what? A natural phenomenon? A gravitational rhythm echoing through dark matter veins? Or the signature of something more, something watching, something waiting? Then, just beyond the black curve of perception, the signal changes again. A new layer emerges. Nested frequencies. Not random. Structured. Almost linguistic. Not in words, but in form. Like a message built from logic itself, mathematical, symbolic, recursive. The signal repeats, then alters slightly, like a question being rephrased to find common ground. Voyager doesn't interpret. It only records. Back on Earth, scientists grow silent. Algorithms fail to decode. I-systems trained on every language, every signal, every cosmic event, come up short. The message doesn't match anything. Not pulsars, not quasars, not even the strangest outputs from black holes or neutron stars. It exists outside known categories. And then, in June 2025, something even stranger occurs. The signal is heard again. Not by Voyager. But from a telescope orbiting near the Moon. Then another, in the Atacama Desert. Then one more, underwater, from a neutrino detector beneath Antarctica. Different instruments, different technologies, different mediums. Same signal. Same pulse. Same pattern. It's not coming from one place anymore. It's coming from everywhere, but just out of reach. Like a voice calling from behind a wall that isn't made of matter, but of perception itself. Are we approaching a cosmic threshold? Is this how first contact would begin, not with ships in the sky, but with patterns in the dark, rearranging our very understanding of existence? Perhaps these Voyagers were never meant to find answers. Perhaps they were meant to trigger questions we've never had the language to ask. And now, as their final messages drift back across the void, Earth stands on the edge of something greater than discovery, revelation. Not the end of the mission. But the beginning of something else. A quiet awakening. A distant reply. The cosmos has started to speak. And Voyager, once our eyes in the dark,